In this segment of Outside the Softbox, we're going to talk about creative ways to take your business down the right path to exceeding client expectations. Hey everybody, I'm Sal Cincotta, and today we're gonna explore ways to exceed client expectations. You know, one of the things we do in the wedding business is, there's a lot of competition out there, and so we've got to find new and creative ways to exceed client expectations. They expect it. And when they go into stores and they have a good experience, they're going to talk about that experience. And so it's up to us to come up with new and exciting ways all the time to exceed those expectations. So one of the things you can do is a simple thank you note. You'd be surprised how far those things will go. Today, it's surprising how many businesses refuse to write thank you notes. It's just, in the age of email, we no longer do that kind of stuff. And so what I do after every single wedding is there will be a piece of paper. It's one of my custom cardstock. It's a thank you note with our logo embossed on it. And I get home from a wedding and I take the time and I write a personalized thank you note. Not an email, not a typed up letter, a personal handwritten note. And when my client gets that in the mail, you cannot imagine what an impact that makes to the client. So again, it's just those little things that are going to separate you from the pack. Here's another thing. If you're a wedding photographer, one of the things I want you to consider doing is saying goodnight to everyone at the wedding. What I'm talking about is, think about it. Of course, you should be saying goodnight to the bride and groom. I hope everyone's doing that. But take it a step further. You should be saying goodnight to the parents of each bride and groom, right? Because they probably paid for it or have paid for some pictures. And it's just as big a moment for the parents as it is for the kids. And you've just spent 10 hours with them that day. But take it even a step further. Say goodnight to everyone in the bridal party. Think about it. You've just spent 8 to 12 hours with the entire bridal party all day. Guess where your new crop of brides are coming from? The bridal party. And so you want to spend time, and I'm not talking about chasing them down into the men's room, right, to say goodnight. What I'm talking about doing is hey, Susie, Billy, had a great time working with you tonight. We're heading out of here. Give them a hug. Ask them if they had a good time working with you. Because guess what? When that bride, or that bridesmaid, I should say, is going to get married, the first person you want her thinking about is you in your studio. And what better way to make an impact than just going out of your way and saying goodnight? So again, the little things make a huge difference. How about this as another idea? You just signed your client to a wedding contract, okay? And they book in your mid-level package or your top-level package. Send them a gift. So for all our top-level clients, we send them a bottle of wine. So my wife and I are big winos. We love wine. So we're sharing things that we love, right? I'm not saying you got to go buy a $50 bottle of wine, but make it personal. Find something that you love, you enjoy, and share that with your clients. What better way to start off a relationship than with a gift? So rather than taking from the client, I guarantee you'll be one of the only vendors giving them something in return. It'll make a huge impact on them. Something else we don't think about too often as photographers, but as artists, we are notorious for taking a long time to return emails and return phone calls. And that's probably one of the worst things you can do for your business. And so again, a simple way of differentiating yourself from everyone else and exceeding client expectations: return phone calls in less than 24 hours. I don't care where you are or what you're doing, make an effort to return those calls. Same with email. I am constantly on email. And if you've emailed me, you'll more than likely get a return email from me in 12 hours or less. And I'm not talking about those lame, hi, I'm Bob, I'm out of the office right now. Cut those out. Those automated emails are horrible. They're impersonal. The best way to do it is let it sit in your inbox, but respond in a very quick manner, even if you're too busy. Let your client know. Be like, hey, Susie, I'm super busy right now. I just want to let you know I got your email, but I'm going to look into this in the next 24 hours so that they know you're looking into this and not just gone dark on them. One of the other areas, and probably one of the most important ways for you to exceed client expectations, is turnaround time. Think about this. Our industry is one of the worst industries in just turning around images to clients. We've all heard those horror stories of photographers who take 6, 8, 12 months to show clients their images, or worse yet, get their albums in their hands. What an easy way to differentiate yourself. So in our studio, our wedding clients see their images in 2 to 3 weeks. Doesn't matter how busy we are, doesn't matter how many weddings we have, in 2 to 3 weeks, their images are fully edited, ready for them to come into our studio and see their pictures. You have to strike while the iron's hot. They're excited about their pictures. They're on their honeymoon. They want to enjoy their images. If you wait 2 and 3 months to show them their pictures, guess what? life gets in the way. So now suddenly they're buying a house, they're having a baby. All these things are happening, and the last thing on their mind is spending money on wedding pictures. And so you have to take advantage and, again, strike while the momentum's there and while they're still excited. I've got clients texting me while they're on their honeymoon because I've posted one of their images on Facebook. That's excitement, that's building momentum, and of course, exceeding client expectations. So I hope this has been extremely helpful to you guys. What I want you to do is just step away and think about what little things can you do to exceed your own clients' expectations. I hope this encourages you to get your business on the right path to exceeding client expectations. Because me, right now, I'm out of here. I'm on my own path.